Jerome Corsi for TeaParty.org. Barack Obama has just created 5 million new Obamnesty, that's the Obama amnesty, Democratic voters. How? Well, by allowing 5 million illegal immigrants to register and to get residency status if they have children in the United States who are citizens either through birthright or residence legally in the United States, provided they pay their back taxes and have been here for 5 years. Estimated 5 million will qualify. Well, they're going to be new Democratic voters for a couple of reasons. One, by this action, Obama nullified all previous immigration laws for those who are here legally, applying for legal status, going through the citizenship process, taking a oath to the United States, being willing to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. None of these things are required. The 5 million Obamnesty dreamer parents will get Social Security cards. Once they get Social Security cards and an authorization to work, residency status, what's to stop them from getting state driver's licenses and from there registering to vote? After all, they're going to be paying state and local taxes. That's what Obama assures us. So who's going to deny the 5 million the right to vote? And by the way, it's not going to stop at 5 million, because here comes another surge from Latin Central America after Vice President Joe Biden indicated that we will give refugee status to the next wave of unaccompanied minors who come into the United States from Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala. No health checks, no criminal background checks, especially for the teenagers, not even as much as fingerprinting to identify who they are. And in they walk. Here comes our new refugee dreamers, to be followed certainly by their refugee dreamer parents for the next round of an amnesty after they've been here 5 years. And by the way, if you don't think Obama's serious about this, you should realize that Department of Homeland Security put out a request for proposal to get 34 million Department of Homeland Security work authorization forms printed up in the next 5 years. It looks like that's how many illegal immigrants Barack Obama is planning to bring into the United States, 34 million more, in addition to the 5 million he's just granted this Obamnesty status to. So let's make it close to 40 million illegal immigrants into the United States over the next 5 years. And under Obamnesty, they're not going to have to get fulfill the requirements of Obamacare, so they can compete as cheaper employees with U.S. citizens. And again, no requirement to go through the citizenship process, no requirement to pledge an oath to the United States, no requirement to pledge allegiance to the United States. Just come on in and vote Democratic, because that's what the Democratic Party operatives will tell you. These Hispanic illegal immigrants do predominantly. They vote Democratic. And once Obama blames the Republicans in Congress for failing to pass his version of comprehensive immigration reform, which just would be Obamnesty by legislation, they'll probably will have these 34 million plus 5 million, 40 million voting even more strongly Democratic out of gratitude for the Democrats who got them into the United States illegally and then with a stroke of the pen granted them all these Social Security cards, etc., 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 including inevitably the right to vote. Yes, this is outrageous. Our laws have just been nullified by an imperial president, King Obama. And yes, it's cause for impeachment. I think our immediate goal as Tea Party loyalists is to fight in the new Republican-controlled Congress. Let's make the GOP establishment defund Obamnesty. So Obama does not have the money to get these 34 million cards printed or to go through all the processing bureaucratically to get these dreamer parents their Social Security numbers and their work authorizations. it's a critical issue. We've got to fight it. We've got to make sure that we get back to the rule of law and the Constitution. I don't think it's ever been a more serious time for the United States than with Obama openly defying previous laws, nullifying previous laws, not even acknowledging that he did it. Tea Party loyalists, we've got to fax blast this new Congress like we never have before. Please join me in the next week saying no to amnesty. Let's let the GOP know that we're serious, that the GOP cannot win without Tea Party votes. We intend to vote as strongly in 2016 in the presidential election as we just did in the midterm elections in 2014, November, just shortly ago. We're going to persist because our borders have got to be secured. We've got to return to a constitutional rule of law. We've got to enforce the laws that are on the book, and if a president won't do that, then the next consequence Barack Obama will have to face is a Tea Party loyalists demand that he be impeached, regardless of the political consequences of doing so. We must support and defend the Constitution. If no one else in the White House is going to do that, Tea Party loyalists must take up the cause to make sure our duly passed laws are enforced and the Constitution respected. This is Jerome Corsi for TeaParty.org. Thank you.